Hello and welcome. My name is Don Foster. I'm the Quality Assurance Manager here at Gregory Pest Solutions. There are several ways to communicate with me in the event you have questions or you need field assistance. In this presentation, I will be discussing the importance of the pest sighting log. And by delivering it in this format, you should be able to stop and review the information that I've discussed. If you have questions or you need clarification about any of these items, please feel free to contact me and we can address your questions one-on-one. Moving forward, I'd like to point out that this information is confidential and it is the property of Gregory Pest Solutions. The names that I mention or use during this presentation are for training purposes only, and they do not reflect the status of these individuals. And we're going to cover all the aspects of the hard copy form currently in use. Some aspects are subject to change, and any changes will be communicated through normal channels at Gregory. The section of this form have been filled out for demonstration purposes, and we will begin by covering some basic items that all forms should have and how each section communicates a story to an auditor. The pest sighting log contains a lot of information. It allows the customer to record information in our absence. Upon returning, we know who to speak with, we have contact information for them, we know what was cited and where it was located at. At the top of the form, the account name and the account number should be recorded here. Information should also be documented at the top of this form in the event the customer needs to get in touch with us. In some cases, staff members may be the one recording information, and not every staff member is going to know the name of the technician or how to communicate with us in order to get a response. Your client should feel comfortable in communicating with us. In the event of an emergency, you've provided the information necessary in order for the customer to communicate with us by having the technician's name available, the account number. This will allow for us to pull the account up and actually send out the correct technician to handle the service. In the event that it's not an emergency, they simply can document the information below, and when we come back for regular service, we can pick up service at that point. When you return to your account, make sure that you check in with your point of contact and confirm any entries inside your pest sighting log. Document the date of the inspection as well as your name. In the event that you're not the regular technician that handles this account, make sure that you have a copy of your license or registration to be placed in the logbook in the appropriate section behind licenses and certifications. The action that was taken from this point is documented here in red. Make sure that this is the part that you fill out. This is not for the customer to fill out. Any information is noted from your inspection should be detailed out in your service report. I want to draw your attention to this point. Always record the time that you inspected the pest sighting log. This will be recorded next to the action taken. Key takeaway notes are as follows. The date and the name and the appropriate places, then document your time, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon, next to your action taken. Place your license and registration in the logbook if it hasn't been already. Document the action taken as well as where to find the information in your service report. Verify that you have placed the information in your service report and it is reflected properly to the pest sighting log. For your next scheduled service, document the date and the time that you inspected the pest sighting log. Make it a point to check in with your point of contact each time that you service the account. You show up the following week to perform your next service. Let's look at this next entry here. You then notice that a late entry has been placed in the sighting log. The second entry refers back to the original sighting that took place in the men's restroom. In this instance, you will have to document on each entry that has been made in the pest sighting log. You will need to document that the sighting had taken place after your last visit and occurring prior to your last visit. Enter into the pest sighting log that there were no other reports of activity at the time of your inspection. All three entries should be documented in your service report at the time you complete your ticket. Make sure the time of your inspection is documented in all 3 places. Going back to the mouse sighting that was recorded on the 14th, this entry will require a corrective action report to be filled out. The corrective action reports will be covered in the next video. In most cases, each quarter, a member of management is scheduled to come out and review the pest sighting log as well as the logbook to make sure that we're in compliance for third-party audits. Management will document the date and time of the review as well as enter in the information in the bottom of the form.